my name is Lily Gottfried, and you probably know my dad, Gilbert Gottfried, as the famous comedian and actor.
You got a problem, Pinky? You're wrapped in sugar and filled with anti-fluoride. No, bitch!
Tickets have not been paid. That means you're liable. Can you cuff Mr. Bernstein, please?
Hey, Pea-Brain, what are you doing here?
Another prep school poser whining about how hard it is out there to be a gangster.
Are you guys serious? He trashes practically everybody. I would not waste 2 seconds on that squinty-eyed little weasel.
But nobody knew he was also a really talented artist. My dad was born February 28th, 1955 in Brooklyn, New York. He was a shy and quiet kid, and he really struggled in school. Gilbert shows very little effort in his schoolwork. Gilbert is capable of better work. He has to try and be more outgoing. He is very quiet and keeps to himself rather than play with other boys. Gilbert has a failing average in math. His homework doesn't get done and are the cause of his poor marks. He does not participate often enough. But then, one special teacher recognized his talents and wrote, "Gilbert excels in art. He uses cartoon characters frequently. The children enjoy this. Please further this gift of his."
You know, here's what I sometimes think about Gilbert. You know how you say, like people say, the brain, the left is more suited to like mathematics and the right is your creative side. Well, Gilbert's right side must have been huge because he had all that creative energy.
My grandmother Lillian took the teacher's advice and signed my dad up for an art class at the Brooklyn Museum. He learned how to make papier-mâché masks, and his work was even highlighted in the museum's pamphlet. Fierce teeth, strong black yarn eyebrows and mustache, and supersonic eyeballs might cause you to wonder why Gilbert Gottfried 12 made his brilliant orange mask cry red felt tears. He brought home his mask-making skills and started to put together puppet shows for his parents and sisters. This may have been the start of his love of performing. When he was 15, his big sister took him on the subway to an open mic night in New York City. That's when his stand-up career began. Still struggling in school, my dad ended up dropping out at 15. He began performing nightly, but still had a love for art. At this point, he wasn't sure if he wanted to be a professional artist or a professional comedian. At night, he would perform in clubs, and during the day, he would draw.
Drew Friedman, I'm an artist. I've actually drawn Gilbert a couple of times. And we became friends, and Gilbert actually was an artist too, and he showed me some of his cartoons, which I really liked. Gilbert's artwork, insane, twisted, sweet and beautiful, vile fever dreams. He was influenced by Robert Crumb, Basil Wolverton, and Rory Hayes. You should Google them. And the best of Mad Magazine. His art reflected everything that was simmering around in that brain of his. Nothing held back. His psyche splattered, regurgitated onto innocent sheets of paper, crazy and from the heart.
Gilbert is Picasso. Gilbert is Miles Davis. Gilbert is Stravinsky. Gilbert's that level of skilled. Looking at his artwork, it's really interesting because it's rare to find anybody even close to as talented in their field as Gilbert. That way of looking at the world that was so important to his comedy also manifests itself not just in words and in acting, but also visually. His visual sense also overlaps his comedic sense. You see the exaggerations, the cartoony quality, the pop culture, the taboos. they're all in the artwork.
Hi, my name's Neil Glazer. I'm an art publisher for over 35 years, and I recently had the honor of viewing Gilbert Gottfried, the comedian's artwork. You get a glimpse, a little bit into Gilbert's mind as a child growing up in Brooklyn in 1960. There are movie stars that he must have seen at the cinema. There are television stars that he obviously viewed over and over again. And just as importantly, there are the characters out of Brooklyn, the seedy and interesting characters that he must have encountered every day of his life. Gilbert Gottfried observed them and drew this Americana that he absorbed as a child.
I remember my father looking at one of his drawings, and my father kind of was taken aback, but not angrily, but he was taken aback because he saw like some kind of sexual image, you know. So, that's what Gilbert expressed everything. He wasn't, conservative. He expressed everything.
And the art is wonderful and gives another little glimpse into a heart and soul that culture will be studying, I think, forever. They're great pictures.